All right, I am so sorry about that. Unfortunately, even in the world of technology, there are failures, and it's nothing we can really do anything about. We just adjust, we restart, and go from there. But if you were previously watching, I do apologize that you lost the signal. I'm going to kind of back up so that I can get a full clip because I believe this information is going to be beneficial and it's going to help a lot of people. And I don't need to piece cut it up if possible. So let me back up. Around 2004, I believe, I started a MySpace page, and that, to me, that was really cool because it was the first time that I was able to start finding other people like me or friends that I knew that were on the internet that I could communicate with and somewhat keep up with in their daily lives and so forth. MySpace, unfortunately, in my opinion, failed because it had the ability for you to do so much to it. You were able to go into MySpace and you were able to change your background. You were able to make it look crazy and wild looking, and you were able to move your format around as far as where things were, and it gave you a lot of flexibility in how you made it look to people that came to visit your page. The problem with that is it didn't have any uniform to it. So I may go there and I want to see your pictures where you have your pictures at the very bottom of your page, and I didn't see it, so I just assumed that you didn't have any, and I didn't, so it lost some of its sex appeal because it had too many options. And if you fast forward to around 2008, I believe, somewhere in there, Facebook come on the scene, and it was very clean and simple. It had the exact same duplication from page to page to page. You were able to easily search. You were able to add stuff a lot more easy. It had a lot of benefits to it compared to what MySpace was. MySpace, in my opinion, was way ahead of its time. And still to this day, I believe MySpace is ahead of its time because some of the stuff that was done in MySpace, you actually see all the way now into TikTok. So if that gives you an idea of the influence that MySpace had in the social media world, it was a very, very powerful tool. Now, I didn't know how to make money with it, and at that time, that wasn't my goal. I wasn't really intrigued by internet marketing. But later on, as I learned about Facebook, and I started trying to think outside the box. I really needed to open my mind up and develop ways to make passive income. And I didn't jump into that in the beginning of this video, but my entire life's mission is to create passive income where I can do a minimal amount of work for a maximum amount of income, and I can create lifestyle that way. Because at the end of the day, we only have 24 hours in a day. And 24 hours is not a lot of time whenever you consider productivity time. You're only going to be around 8 hours, okay? So, you've only got so much time in the day that you can be productive with family, kids, activities, things that you have going on. There's only so much time in the day that you can produce revenue. So, whenever I decided that I wanted to get involved with making money on the internet, the easiest thing that I could come up with was helping people take their Facebook business page and create graphics so that it was appealing. So that when someone came to your page, which is your website for Facebook, you were able to give a message to people that they could resonate with, that they could clearly see in their eyes and in their mind that you are a business that sells cowboy boots, or you are a restaurant, or whatever type of business it was. So whenever I first got started, it was my goal and my intention to help businesses just have a better presence on social media. So I started going around and knocking on doors and asking business owners if they had seen their Facebook page, if they knew the problems that they had with it with not being properly set up, and if it looked like it represented their business. So I would walk in, I'd pull my tablet out, and I would say, hey, does this represent your business? Are there some errors in this information that you need help adjusting? I would like the opportunity to earn your business. I would be willing to set up your business page for you properly, give you some cool graphics, and I'll do that for $300. Pretty cool, right? Yep. So I would go out and on a daily basis, I would get one or two businesses that would agree and say, yeah, absolutely, Michael, I'd like for you to help us out. So that's how I got into social media as far as a passive revenue stream. Now, that model that I was just sharing with you had some real flaws with it. Because even if I make you look pretty, even if I give you a presence that's amazing, there are still some daily requirements for your page to become successful. And where I stopped in the beginning was I just made your page look good. I didn't do anything to actually get you customers or to drive direct, provable business to you. And I felt like I wasn't giving a real value to my customers. Yes, I was making some money and it was pretty easy money for me. But at the end of the day, it just made me think that I can do more. I can offer more. And so my next step was, how do I start developing the business page, Facebook business page, so that it could be beneficial to the business and they could be rewarded. And since I've been able to do that, I have grown my income 6 figures over and over and over and over. And I can consistently say that I have a strong income from the work that myself and my staff have done, because we are not only helping a business look better, but we're actually driving results that make a difference in their day-to-day operations and their end-of-month goals. So with that, that's how I got into the social media marketing passive income business. And that's how I was simply that's how I was able to develop 6 figures and beyond income from that. All right, now I got a little ahead of myself, but I wanted to give you the backstory of how it happened and the simplicity of what I did to start generating revenue while I learned how to become more efficient at the game, the hustle that I like to call the ad agency. All right, now we're going to talk about some of the different types of social media and maybe some ways that you could benefit from it. So, as you're aware, if you are watching this video right now, more than likely, you're going to be watching it. You're watching it on a Facebook business page. All right, apologize for my writing. But you currently are on what's called a Facebook business page. Or actually, you're in my group. So what I'm going to do is, not to get you confused, I'm going to break down the different types of representation you need inside of the most popular social media platform there is, which would be Facebook. And the very first way that you can get involved with Facebook, which most of you or all of you, if you're watching this, have, is you have what's called a personal page. All right, so you have what's called a personal page. A personal page is the representative of you personally, okay? Whenever you start a personal page, then Facebook will open up opportunities for you to develop additional types of pages or groups so that you could create a following for your passion. But first and foremost, you have to have a personal page, which I don't really have to worry about that with this group because you guys are on here. This is my platform. This is the page that you have to have. Now, whenever you start your side hustle, I would highly recommend that you open up a Facebook business page. A business page will represent your side hustle. It can represent a location. Most importantly, the business page gives you the option to make money running advertisement. All right? So we have a personal page and a business page. The difference is a business page gives you the opportunity to generate, to run ads to generate revenue. Now, inside of Facebook, you also have a Facebook group. Now, you currently are in my Facebook group, and this Facebook group is called Zero to Hero Side Hustles, and I developed it so that I could help other people take their passion and turn it into an income stream, which eventually we want to turn into a passive type income stream so that you can get your freedom back. Remember, we talked about time? We want to get our time back. We can't buy more time. We are limited in how much time we have here on this earth or how much we have every day. And in order to have free time to do what you really want to do, you've got to create passive income. So go back to Facebook. We have a personal page, we have a business page, and then we have a group. Now, each one of these have their own use. And the personal page, like I said, is for you personally. The business page is so that you can actually give money to Facebook so that you can have a message similar to this one be delivered to people that may not know who you are, and they can inquire about your service or product, your hustle that you have. Your Facebook group is where people that are like-minded, similar to you in that same interest, can join. By them joining here, Facebook will give you more priority because these people mentally and physically decided that your hustle, your business is important enough that they want to be part of that community. They would like to interact with it. They would like to share their thoughts and their opinions. Maybe if your group is selling stuff, they would like to sell their products into your group, and so on and so on. All of these work together. All of them are needed if you intend on developing your side hustle. Now, why do you have to have this for a side hustle? Well, it's simple. All side hustles require one common denominator. All businesses, all side hustles. There's some type of marketing that has to take place in order for someone to interact with you in a way that they can purchase a product or hire you for whatever service you may offer. But this is step 1, step 2, and step 3. All right, so Facebook, I'm going to write this up here. Facebook, personal page, business page, and a group. Without question, Facebook is the most used, most easy accessible social media platform on the market, bar none. They have the most advanced ability for you to run advertisement and target the correct person or people that would have interest in what you are trying to offer, what you believe that you can add value to in your group. So what we do is, I developed my personal page, I created a business page, and then I drive that traffic to my group. And the reason why I drive it to my group is because I don't have to keep spending money, ad money, paying Facebook to get in front of people once I get them in a group. Because the way the group works is you're able to notify people in bulk, just like an email. You're able to send messages out to people. You're able to tag people. You're able to interact with people if they have joined their group. Where on a business page, it's not as easy, and they don't really want you tagging people and freely promoting that, okay? They want you to pay to promote that. But once you get them here, that's a reward, that's a benefit, because the people had to find you before they probably find your group, all right? Now, they probably find you your personal page or business, but they have to find you before you can ever invite them to a group. All right, so that's Facebook, and it's pretty simple. I know that's like a high-level example of what to do when it comes to getting started with your side hustle, but it's easy for you to Google or search inside of Facebook how to properly set these up. Now, setting up proper personal page, business page, and group is not very difficult, but it does take a little bit of time. For an example, if I am a painter, okay, and I want people to hire me for their painting service, what I'm going to need to do, what I would like to do, what I should do, is on my Facebook page, at the very top of my page, I want to use this as, it's called a cover art, but I want to use it as a billboard. Okay? So at the top of my personal page, I want to make sure that my cover art is something that represents what I do, and it has a call to action so that people that may come to my personal page will understand and think of me when it comes time to have something painted for them, whether it be their house or whatever I'm painting, whatever my hustle is. I want my billboard to talk about paint, to show me painting if possible. But that's the first step, all right? That's the very first step. If you load a really good cover art and you have at the bottom of that cover art where the comment section is, if you put a, hey, leave a message if you think you might need painting done in the next year, okay? Just me, okay? What that does is that'll give you some belief that people that you're friends with in your circle on your personal page would possibly hire you to come paint for them, okay? But that's the first, that's the easiest, simplest, highly recommend it. Whenever I start a new side hustle or I come up with a new idea, I'll create something and I'll put it here just to see if there's anyone out there that may go, I didn't know Fluhardy did that. Like, I didn't know Fluhardy sold disinfectant, or Fluhardy offered coaching programs to help people grow side hustles. I didn't know that Fluhardy likes to flip side-by-sides or buy and sell trucks. I didn't know that about him. Wow, you know what? Maybe he could help me develop my side hustle, or maybe he could help me, buy my own side-by-side and flip it for cash, or whatever it may be. But all ideas need to be tested, and where we're going to test that idea in the very beginning is just simply put your cover art, like make a billboard, okay? A lot of people will put their family or some sports team or whatever it may be. Use that platform for free to find out if your hustle is worth pursuing, okay? So on your Facebook page, make sure your cover art lists out what your side hustle is, whatever your passion may be for business, all right? And this is the first step in creating your next level of passive income, is find out if anybody that you influence in your friends list has a need for that, if they may know someone that has a need for that, okay? So that's going to kind of get you started with Facebook, and it's going to help you understand a little bit about the business page and the group. I do have a beta course that we're going to be going into, and we'll be going in this way more in depth on what to do, when to do it, how to promote, and so forth. But today, I just wanted to give you a high-level view of what you can do utilizing the Facebook page that you have now. All right. So let's take a minute, and we're going to talk about some other types of social media that's out there and how you could benefit from it. The next one that I don't really use a lot, it's just not one of my favorites. I'm so involved in Facebook, and it's the largest pond out there, so I just kind of stay where my fish are, if you will. That's just the best place to fish, so why not stay there? But Facebook also owns, as you may know, a company called Instagram, and they are closely tied together. Although Instagram has different types of features, a different layout, it's the same premise. It's a place for people to gather, share ideas and thoughts, and learn from each other, laugh, joke, cry, whatever it may be. But Instagram has its place for social media. And if that's the platform that you prefer, by all means, you should pursue it. But Facebook is king. It's number one. It has not been dethroned. Don't let anyone tell you that Facebook's dying or any of that crap. It's not going anywhere, okay? They know more about us than the government does. They know how to move us. They know how to get us motivated. They know how to track us, how to sell, make money for us, and so forth. They're not going anywhere. Instagram, being part of Facebook family, whenever you do stuff on Facebook, it takes dominance, and then the secondary, the stepchild, if you will, is Instagram. So in the future, whenever we start talking about advertisement and how you run ads, Facebook is the platform that you will build your advertisement out in, and then it will be transferred over to Instagram, formatted for Instagram, and the information comes back to Facebook. So your statistics, your comments, your messages, all that stuff goes back to the Facebook dashboard, which we'll get into later. But Facebook and Instagram, two popular forms of social media that can help you drive traffic for your side hustle. All right, and the next one I want to talk about is TikTok. And not sure if you've taken the time to learn about TikTok, but I recently started, and I think I've been able to acquire a couple thousand followers so far. I am thoroughly impressed with the ease of use and how they offer profit share for people that create content. Facebook just started doing this a little bit, but it's still minuscule compared to the money people are making from TikTok just by doing what we're doing now, which is going live and sharing information with people. The way TikTok works is it's nothing but videos. There's a few stagnated image ads or image posts, but primarily it's people that do short, quick, witty posts that get people to interact with the post. The cool thing about TikTok, you're able to make money just by doing what we're doing now. And you really don't have to do anything special. I mean, I can tell you one of the silliest, I guess I would say, but you know, if you're a dog lover, this is cool. So guess you guys know what like an Alaskan, not Alaskan, but an Australian sheep herder dog is, right? It's like a really, really smart dog that, you know, can make sheep move around, and, you know, they jump up in there. They do all kinds of cool stuff. They're a cool dog, like they're a good looking dog, right? Well, this one lady on there, she created a TikTok page, and it's just her dog's name, okay? And every day at 5 o'clock, she plays ball with the dog. So she has a machine that she drops a ball in, and it'll shoot the ball over across this garage. It looks like it's in her house, but it'll shoot it over, and the dog just sits there real patiently waiting, and all of a sudden it jumps up and it'll grab the ball. The dog runs back over to the machine, drops the ball back in. The dog runs back, lays back on the cart, on the rug, and waits for the ball to shoot again, okay? So this goes on for an hour. So every day at 5 o'clock for an hour, she plays fetch with her dog. And she will do like I'm doing now, except the video is on the dog and you don't see her, but she's just talking about the dog. Like, yeah, we got the dog from Nebraska, and yeah, the dog has 3 brothers and 2 sisters. And oh, the dog's favorite meal is McDonald's. You know, it's just stuff that people, it's like no different than if you met somebody on the street and you saw they had a friendly dog and you walked up and you said, "Oh my God, I love your dog. Oh, that dog is so cute. I love that dog." And that dog loves on you and plays around and, you know, does a cool little trick or whatever, but you interacted. And how long have you had the dog? You know, whatever it may be. But by going live with this dog, this lady is able to generate a passive income of a couple of $1,000s a month just by going live at 5 o'clock every day. So the difference is Facebook doesn't pay like TikTok. TikTok will pay you when people give you gifts in the form of coins. So me as a person looking for a dog video, someone that's live with a dog, I would buy coins from the app store, and then I would give cool looking digital art gifts, and they're called NFTs in the future. But I will give these cool animated, press a button and it says 500 coins, and this lion will run across the screen. And, you know, the lady in this scenario, she'll get all excited, like, "Oh my God, thank you for the, you know, the gift, the coins," or whatever it may be. Well, that person for an hour is able to generate a couple of $100 just by playing golf with her dog. People give her money. The coins that she receives are converted into cash. So, I mean, she was going to play fetch with the dog anyway, right? Like, she was totally going to get out and do this. And now this social media platform, TikTok, has determined that it's better for us to split the revenue with the people creating the content, so they'll keep making more of it. All we have to do is give them a platform. And that's what TikTok has done. And by far, it has become an extremely powerful, popular tool to be able to create an audience and get paid just for doing what you normally do in the day. All right. So that's TikTok, and that's some of the simplicity of how you can make money. One last thing on TikTok, you do have to have 1,000 followers before you can go live. So it's they make you stay on the platform long enough to find enough people that you interact with, that follow you, make you create some videos before they'll give you the opportunity to go live and be part of the profit sharing program that they do offer. Facebook has started doing this with Reels. I don't know if you saw it or not, but you can do Reels now. And the Reels, according to how many views you get, they'll reward you with some money. I got a buddy of mine on here, Doug Kelly. Every day he sends me where he made 50 cents or 80 cents, whatever it may be. But you know, he's excited because at some point he should be able to acquire enough viewers, enough image impressions that he could possibly make a couple of grand a month just by doing what he's already doing anyway. Rather than just storing videos in your phone, he's actually posting those videos online so that other people can enjoy them. By other people enjoying them, Facebook is saying, hey, thank you for being a contributor. Thank you for providing content. And here we go. I'm going to give you $1 or whatever they give you. All right. I don't have a lot of time today. I've got some things I got to go do, but I want to tell you that I greatly appreciate you guys